What God cannot do
does not exist.
What God cannot do
Does not exist.
Pastor Jerry, see my house. See my house. Hey. Mortgage free. Mortgage free. Good day to you all and all NSPPDMs. My name is Rebecca. Some know me as Bola Overa. I'm testifying from the United Kingdom. I've come back to give God all the glory for the goodness of God in my life. About 2.5 years ago, I had made an application to buy the council property that I'm in. For those of you who don't live in the UK, council properties are government properties that we pay rent on, and we rent in order to be housed. So I moved from living in a sheltered accommodation, which meant that I was homeless for a while based on some situations that happened in my marriage. We had to be housed in a sheltered accommodation, and then from that I stayed there for 8 weeks. Then I moved into a temporary accommodation. We had to be moved again because one of the neighbors' child there had bipolar and was behaving in a threatening way against me and my daughter. And I found out that the council has a grant that is accessible to their tenants, but they don't talk about it. They don't tell people. Pastor Jerry, they were actually the one that contacted me about this grant after my right to buy didn't pull through. It didn't pull through because I wasn't working at that time, because I had just become a mom to my 3-year-old. And there was no way I was going to get a mortgage to be able to buy the property I was renting from them. And we had just come out of COVID, so inflation was super high. Everything was expensive. I wasn't working. It was not going to be feasible for me, Pastor Jerry. I walked through the process. I did a lot of research. I applied. And then I put my application on the altar. And it's not guaranteed that you would get this fund because it might not be available to you. It's government fund. They could use it up easily. Pastor Jerry, 2023 on the fire altar, second service, December 17th, you made a declaration. I wrote it down. December 17, 2023, second service, Pastor Jerry, you said, I see you. I don't know who you are. I see you holding a key to a house. This is exactly why your hand was. It's like a free house.
I don't know who you are, but the Lord has given you key of a house you did not build. Receive it of the Lord right now. The Lord will give it to you as a gift. Receive it. Receive it right now. Receive it right now.
I grabbed it from the screen virtually. I grabbed it virtually, Pastor Jerry. Hey, I almost fell you down. I almost pushed away all the people that were standing in front of you during the prayer. I grabbed it. In fact, I almost broke my TV. I said, that one is okay. I'll buy another TV by the grace of God. I grabbed it. Because, Pastor, I used to cry. I used to cry after being let down by so many things. I used to cry. It was just me, a single mom with 2 kids. I used to cry a lot, Pastor. I remember I sold my seed that day and I said to God, if you don't give me anything else, this one thing, give me. I just want something of my own. I've tried. And Pastor Jerry, a year later, 24th of November 2024, I got my letter. My letter says, congratulations, you've been approved for the grant. Pastor Jerry, when I saw the amount, I wanted to scream. You say, how would you shout? How would you scream? I called my mom and I was just, hey! Pastor Jerry, no be small money, small money. The money was enough for me to buy mortgage free. The hassle of paying for mortgage, God has already taken care of it. Pastor Jerry, I used to see evidence of other people's testimony and to think that it would happen to me. In fact, I was supposed to come and give my testimony in Abuja last year, October, before I got the letter to say I was going to be approved. October, you made an announcement that one of the expressions that's open, a new one, was going to be in so-and-so city. Guess what? That's the same city God brought me to, because one of my prayer points was that I wanted to go back to serve in the house of God. I grew up a Christian, but I wanted, we dived into the world, but we're back now. We're back now to where we belong. We're back home like the prodigal son. You made an announcement that you opened an expression in October, and in November I got a letter that was declaring that I was eligible for a grant. Does that not tell you that God had already prepared a table before me? This one is not a joke. God hears everything. Pastor Jerry, the initial discount they gave me to buy my old property was £100,000. They don't even do that offer again. They've changed this since last year. It is now £16,000 people can get as discount to buy a council property. Pastor Jerry, imagine. God kept that fund for me. I don't even think people have access to it as much as I did now. Pastor Jerry, I moved from my exodus into my promised land. I'm at peace. Pastor Jerry, I take this opportunity to join with the millions of people around the world, around the globe, to say, may the oil on your head never run dry.